Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DC Online. I am, of course, Trex, and we're here in Prime Battleground. A raid I have only done twice, by the way. Only twice. What can I say? This is actually my second time running. I completed a couple of feats beforehand, but let's actually talk about our lineup right now. We have our new person, Gypsta. Or I think it might be an alt. I'm not really sure. As DPS, we have Blitz Fury as DPS, Django Unchained, great fire DPS, Bushy and Epidemic on controlling, Tor Godslayer, a nice little pug that we picked up, I myself in tanking, and I forgot who the other person was. But of course, Prime Battleground is none other than Brainiac's 3 avatars from Tech, Magic, and Meta, and of course Brainiac himself, the last final battle. Oh, and we have Isis as DPS. That's our last person. So when we come in here, Magic opens up first. He's going to be the first boss to start us off with. Apparently, it's a random which boss drops or starts first. So, this is how it looks explained to me. And this is how Suit Up runs it, how my league runs it. I am the tank. I grab the ads, and I tank the ads. Ads stay near me. Gypsta is down. Gypsta dies a couple of times. He's new. What you going to do? So, I take the ads, and the ads all form around me. They all chill with me, except for that guy over there, because he apparently likes it over there. Everybody else focuses on the bosses. All right. Now, while they're doing all this, let me at first talk about the feats. Let's talk about the feats first, right? Of course, there's a speed feat. The speed feat is, of course, finish it in 15 minutes or less. Easy. This is right here's a 12. I had an 8-minute run the first time I was here. It was cool. Next is called Fodder Sweeper. Defeat or destroy the 3 Brainiac spawners near the core in the Prime Battleground. The spawners are actually the smaller purple aura tubes that you see over on the left. Those are the 3 spawners. There's one right beside each boss. All right, you're one to actually, when all 3 bosses are down, that's when we actually destroy them, and that's where I got defeat. Another one is called the No Tag Out. Defeat each Prime Avatar before they get a chance to transition out. By transition out, that means that you defeat a boss before it goes back into its own little purple tubing. As you saw, Magic already transitioned out, and Meta is now coming out to play with us. Meta wants a hug. That's what the tentacles are for hugs. So you want to actually defeat each boss before they transition back out. The other one is called Prime Numbers. Defeat all 3 Prime Avatars without destroying any other Brainiac spawners. That means that we actually let the ads keep spawning. Alright, so during the Prime Avatar phase here, we just keep the spawners going because there's no reason to stop them. When we start Brainiac's fight later on, we actually destroy the Brainiac spawners, so we have no ads to deal with during Brainiac. You can check. This is what Prime Numbers is for. Don't destroy the Brainiac spawners. Don't destroy them. Open up Brainiac's fight. Let the ads keep coming and just roll with the numbers. All right. So those are the feats. So let's talk now about actual strategy. When Magic opens back up, we'll talk about him. But let's talk about Meta. All right. Meta is pretty much just like FOS 2. All right. He will shoot purple balls. He'll shoot 2 of them back to back. So, of course, when the balls come out, if you're on Vent, TeamSpeak, or Raid Call, hey, yell out, block. And guess what? You block. As the tank, I'm still holding all of these ads. I keep all the ads away from the boss and away from everybody else, and I just deal with them. DPS, take them out whenever they can. Mostly it's me taking them out. It's me putting on the damage and doing all that. He'll summon huge purple tentacles from the ground, and just stay away from them. Just stay away from them because they'll just do wicked damage and just be an annoyance. But you can just stay away from them and you won't take any damage whatsoever. He'll also summon yellow lightning storms on the ground. These are the problem, but just keep your eyes peeled on what's on the ground and just stay away from them. All right, stay away from them. Magic came back, so let's talk about Magic as Magic is defeated. The Magic Avatar has a normal phase. He'll spawn yellow circles on the floor. Guess what? Get out of them. Done. He'll do the vulture phase that you saw earlier. He has huge wings on his shoulders, flies in the air, and does like that downdraft spinning attack. Alright, it's a whirlwind. Just keep your distance. We have a couple people in melee. It's okay if they're in melee. We have a great healer as our good Tor Godslayer here is doing a fantastic job as healing. Then he'll have an ad phase that he'll actually spawn astral constructs where they'd be like that rock, the vultures, the lions, and all that good stuff like before. That will deal damage and stun people. All right, DPS. Get rid of the ads. Focus back on the boss. Done deal. The Avatar of Tech has come out now, and Avatar of Tech is simple. All right, he's the easiest one. He still has all the same stuff from Batcave 3. So he'll do the rocket. He'll do the rocket attack. Actually, like barrage or something. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. He'll do the flamethrower attack and also the orange reticles on the ground. I'm sure it's called something. I just can't remember. So, Avatar of Tech is easily the easiest one out of all of them. Okay. Now, once each of the avatars goes down, they'll spawn like these little cores that you see over here that you have to pick up. These cores are to go over to their areas where they spawn at, where they actually start off. We take the cores over there, and putting all three of them will release Brainiac and start the fight. Now, before we do that, once all three are down, we wait for the spawners. All right, we wait for the spawners to come out, because we don't want them actually dealing with our Brainiac fight. We're not really worried about the prime numbers feat. So once the spawns actually all come out, we rush to destroy all of them. Once they're all down, that's when we pick up their cores and take them to their spawn points and close off those spawners, and then we can take the avatar cores over to where they need to be. Done deal. So all three avatars have a spawn location. We really just run with it. As long as you have a solid tank, a solid healer, and of course some great controllers and great DPS. Honestly, if you have just a great team, you can easily do this. But just wait for all the spawners are all dead before you actually go and destroy the actual spawn locations. But really, it was a really fun thing. I have to say, two Brainiac, two Prime BGs, I didn't wipe either one. I did fairly fantastic. And I also found that I was lazy. I feel like tanks get the easy job in this place. It really does. Maybe it's just because of how we run with it. Because we have our one tank and me, and all I did was just tank ads. I didn't have to touch the avatars one bit. Oh, good winged armor. So once you defeat those spawners, pick up their cores and take them to their spawn locations to destroy all that. And that's when we can pick up the avatar cores and deal with it. Man, we're still dealing with more ads. You just gotta take them out. But we did this in like 12, right there, like under 13 minutes. We got our speed feat. I feel pretty happy with it. Feels real good. Now, people all dreaded. Maybe it's because some of us. I know a couple of people are wearing tier 5. I know some of us. This is around when Origin Crisis came out, so some of us are wearing some good stuff. We're wearing the good gear. And honestly, I was worried about coming in here because I've heard all about the problems with it, the wiping, the fear. I was scared to do it, but now that I did it, I loved it. No problems one bit. So now, Brainiac has come down. During the Brainiac fight, that's right, Brainiac comes down and does this big speech thing. I mean, you don't even see his lips move; you see his chin. So Brainiac will, honestly, to me he's pretty easy. For me, I'm still dealing with a little bit more of the spawners that creeped in somehow. For the Brainiac fight, tank just needs to stay on them. It's kind of bad to be in melee range, but just pay attention to your footing, and you should be fine. Not to get hit by anything anything around. Just stay close to your footing and just know to transition and shift out of the way. He will do purple tentacles, the yellow bolts, and orange reticles, and the yellow and blue magic circles. Pretty much he's all three avatars combined. So, I mean, you got the tentacles back there, just stay away from them. He'll do that bombardment thing, just roll out the way, and if you have yellow things on your footing, move out of the way. He will also summon all these nice little drones. The drones can easily be picked up by the tank if he's doing AoE like myself. Just pick them up easily and just burn them down. But all in all, Prime Battleground, really fun raid. There you go. I actually got the speed feat. I thought I got the speed feat last time, but oh well. I got the speed feat this time. What? Now, spoiler alert, Lex Luthor, future Lex I should say, has come and stunned his past self and does a big speech. Why people just do these big speeches? No one wants to hear these people talk. Oh, and transports him out there. Look at there. Now, future Lex has access to the Nexus of Reality, and it's our job to stop him. Everyone surround him. Surround him now. Oh, he opened it. Oh, and here comes future Batman to do his speech as well, and blocks with his one arm. And now they both head into the Nexus of Reality, and there you go. Now we have the awesomeness of Origin Crisis with the Nexus of Reality raid and all that stuff. And look, the Helm of Omnipotence drops. And I'm wearing good, like the 84 Helm stuff. Whatever. I'm wearing one of the Origin Crisis green helms, and yet the Helm of Omnipotence is still great. Still great. And I passed on it because I messed up on I messed this on ISIS, stole something from him, so I felt like, you know what, let me just pass it. I don't want it. I'll be fine. I'm not even DPS, so it's, well, actually it looks pretty great with stats wise, but I don't want it. Yeah. I'll get it some other time. Because yeah, I mean, look at there. I mean, I got the stock. I mean, I got a pretty nice helm. So, DPS neck, focus element, staff, and then brawling stuff. But there you go. This has been Prime Battleground. I know it took me a long time, but it's finally done. It's finally on the channel. I had a lot of blast doing it, so maybe some good stuff. Good stuff coming along the way. Thank you all so much for watching again. It was a blast, and I hope you guys at least learned something. Please leave comments. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and all that stuff. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys next time.